What is up, everybody? It's over receiver today. So we're going to talk about Sony's State of Play event that happened yesterday. I was actually at work while this thing was live, but Sony fanboys made sure to hype this thing up to the high heavens. So you would think this was going to be like a big E3 level event. It definitely wasn't, but it was a lot of mixed reactions when I got back. When I was looking at work from the reactions, like the main thing people were talking about was the Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection, which looks pretty cool, but a lot of people were kind of disappointed in this. There were some games I thought they looked interesting, but it was mostly just third-party stuff. This wasn't a big focus on Sony's first-party catalog, but it was a decent show nonetheless. Like, it wasn't terrible, as people were saying. Some people said they found nothing that was interesting at all, and I'm like, I don't know how that's possible. Like, it always amazes me when people say they see no games that they just want to buy at these events like this, and it's like at least 10, 20 games at this event. So let's talk about what was. Oh, before we talk about what games were shown, let's see some people who were like these fake insiders that was getting exposed. Like this person right here says, according to my sources, both SCIE and Capcom Japan, we should be getting a massive announcement at today's State of Play. The final announcement of the show will feature Lisa Taylor for the upcoming Resident Evil 4 remake, exclusive to PS4, PS5, and PC, slated for January 2023. Now, this person said this statement with so much confidence, and they are just a liar because this stuff was shown at this event. Like, this is crazy. These people are just putting out false information and just acting like it's a fact. Like, this is pretty ridiculous. And he had the one Sony fangirl who was caught saying, she was hyping this event up so much. She said, if Bloodborne Remaster is announced today, I will open an OnlyFans at PlayStation. Then somebody photoshopped and says, only put some feet right here because I guess she got made fun of having some humongous feet. Okay. So yeah, the game shown, like I said, with some games I found interesting. This is a list of what was shown. And a lot of these games are going to be multi-plat, so they're not even going to be exclusive to PlayStation. They're going to be multi-plat games. Exo Primal is that dinosaur game. It was like the co-op dinosaur shooter game. People were very disappointed when they seen this because they thought it was Dino Crisis being remade. I would have preferred I would have liked the Dino Crisis remake as well too, but I was like, yeah, I don't know why they keep doing these games. It was like co-op shooters. You got to shoot against like a creature. It's like they just recently made that Aliens game, the Aliens Fireteam Squad. You got the Aliens license, and that game still didn't do to us. So I don't know how well they think a dinosaur shooting against dinosaurs are going to do with the Alien license and do that well. It's the same type of thing. So I don't know why they keep making these games, but these games always flop. So I don't know. Maybe Capcom think they can do something unique with this one, but I don't think this is going to do too well, to be honest. The TMNT Cowabunga collection, definitely going to get this. A lot of people were hyped about this one. This was $40 for like 13 classic games. People are going to get it just for nostalgia factor, and it's like a lot of these old games I loved as a kid, so I don't remember the names of any of them because it was such a long time ago since I played a lot of these games, but I'm definitely going to pick this up day one. This is something definitely I'm interested in. Trek to Yomi looks like a 2D version of Ghost of Tsushima. It looks pretty cool by Devolver Digital. It looks pretty cool in black and white. Definitely check that game out when it comes out. Change to Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. That one was a game that was they actually released a demo the same day. So they released a demo yesterday for that game if you want to try it on a PSN store for your PS4, PS5. So they have that. Field Chronicle. That looks pretty cool. That looks like a Fire Emblem Three Houses type of game with the same strategy combat in that game. So that looks interesting. I might check that game out. Gundam Evolution. It's like a Gundam shooting arena game. It's a small nitpick, but I kind of wish the guns were actually like mech size, like how you see like the original mech games was, but they like kind of like small, chibi looking characters. So yeah, I don't really care. It looks pretty cool, but I kind of wish they were like actual like full size mechs and stuff like that. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This is a remaster of a game on the previous gen consoles. I think PS3 generation. I have no interest in that game. I heard the anime is pretty good. I never watched the anime though. Ghostwire Tokyo, we know about that one already. Returnal getting DLC. Now, I am an avid hater of Returnal. I think this game is overrated. But this is a pretty big W for Sony to give a free update. They're actually doing pro-consumer stuff and giving you free updates for a game. That's fascinating. And they give you a co-op mode at that. So, pretty big W for Sony on that Returnal, the co-op mode for Returnal Ascension. Forspoken, this is probably the greatest they have shown Forspoken in his most recent in this state of play event, because Forspoken was looking super janky. I'm not gonna lie, the game was looking super trash, but this gives me confidence in the game, like the way the character was moving around, the fluidity, how they were moving and transversing across the environment, the magic and different spells they were using looked pretty cool. And you can make like a surfboard out of magic, which is pretty cool. So this most recent one, it was definitely what they needed to show. They definitely needed the shows because it was looking terrible at first, but this has actually made me excited for the Forspoken game, because I definitely was iffy about that game before, but now I'm probably gonna buy it when it releases. So they definitely, it was a good thing they showed that at the second play event. Valkyrie Elysium, it looks pretty good. It looks like a kind of like a near Automata type of game. That looks pretty good by Square Enix. I'm checking that out. And the last one was Giga Bash. It's like a kaiju type of indie game. It's like a destroy all monsters. You got like a fight against other different kaijus and stuff like that. I'm kind of interested, but I kind of wish it was like the same with the Gundam thing. I wish it was like a full scale. It was actually like full scale, like large, and so like these little chibi looking creatures. It's kind of like, I'm interested, but I kind of wish they were like just the actual size of the actual kaijus and stuff like that. Like think of large scale, big battle, but it's an indie game. But yeah, that was pretty much what was shown. Most, like I said, most being multi-plat, a few PlayStation themed stuff right here, but mostly multi-plat though. So I guess because people were definitely getting on Xbox case about doing these inside Xbox shows, but people don't like when Xbox did these shows before. They were always trashing when Xbox did these. They was literally trash when Xbox did these Xbox inside shows, because but I guess people want them to do it again for some reason. Like I was seeing that being said again. Like people like, where's the Xbox inside Xbox shows at? But people didn't like them before, so why would they do them again? Like obviously they took people's feedback and stopped doing them because people were just complaining about them. So it's kind of interesting how they want these inside Xbox shows back. But this is what this is what Jeff Keighley, the guy who does the Game Awards show, this is what he said about how do you think about state of play. This is a poll that he did. Most people said the show was a D or below, 45.7%. I said it was a C, 26.1%. Some people said it was a B in ratings, 20.9%, and the last set of people said it was 7.3% and as an A. So most people thought the show was not that great, but I gave it a C. A lot of third-party stuff I'm interested in, even though it wasn't a big focus on Sony's first-party stuff like that. It was a lot of games I'm gonna pick up. So yeah, around a C seems about right for me. This guy says 4 out of 10. The best thing about your event is DLC. Horrible, but maybe just because it really wasn't an event, so the play are never big. It's kind of funny because people were definitely putting out some crazy predictions, but now they say, it was never a big. It was not supposed to be a big event to begin with, but they're putting it on a level like an E3 or something like that. So these Sony guys, they would say they are like, what is that, bipolar? When they're like Two-Face in a way. Like the character Two-Face from Batman is like, hey, this is gonna be the biggest event ever. Then later on, you're gonna see it wasn't really that big of an event. So these guys are flip-floppers. Like, geez. This guy says, I got my PS5, forgot on Ragnarok, no news / no release date. Spider-Man 2, no gameplay. Wolverine, no gameplay. Silent Hill abandoned. Where is Kojima? Yeah, people were putting their expectations way too high. Like I knew it wasn't gonna be that big of an event. Damn those poll results. Thank you, Devolver, for the only good showing. This is on my Shark Day on me. Yeah, they were saying this game's gonna be on Game Pass too, so I don't know how true that is, but they're saying this game's gonna be on Game Pass as well too when it releases. I haven't watched it, but I would give it below D. If I'm wrong, forgive me. A solid B. I liked at the time they showed a bunch of games we never saw anywhere else. I'd say a C. Was least short, and the TMNT collection and JoJo game were cool reveals. Yeah, a lot of buzz around that TMNT game right there. A lot of people gonna pick that one up. It seems like. That kind of makes you wish they actually like did a legit, like a real one, like actual like because I know they're doing another TMNT game coming up soon. It's like the same like SNES style like that. I kind of wish they were like an actual like modern generation graphics one as well too. Would be kind of dope. I think the last person who tried the attempt one was like platinum, but that game flopped. So I think that kind of postponed it and kind of why they went back to the older style. Literally mood. Our expectations for you are low, but holy F, yeah. People were saying, I don't know, it's just a weird reaction. People were saying this is just a trash show, but it's like games I actually want to see it. It's games I want to play us from the show, so I can't say it's complete trash. Even though it's like massively just third party stuff from other companies, not Sony, so it's interesting. Because I'm pretty sure if Xbox is the same thing, they would be criticized. They would definitely be ridiculed if Xbox is the same thing. Where they did like an inside Xbox with most of the show was like third party stuff and not Xbox stuff. People would be having a field day making fun of Xbox. More than they usually do. So, but yeah, I'm gonna conclude it right here. Sony has some good stuff. It was some good stuff shown that I'm interested in. So definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Did you think the show was pretty good? Did you think the show was bad? Were you interested in anything you thought at this show? Let me know down below. Leave a like if you liked this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.